Hi, beautiful souls. This is Lynni from Lynni's Brilliant Sparkling Light. And today is Friday, March 12th. It's right before the new moon on the 13th at 2:21 a.m. Pacific time. The moon is in 23 degrees Pisces, which is dreaming energy, that watery energy of intuition and dreams. And I just thought I would pop on because I'm doing my own new moon ceremony with some close friends, just a few close friends. But I thought I'd give you some ideas in case you'd like to create your own new moon ceremony. So anyways, to start with, I just created a little template of calling in the four directions and the four elements. And I wrote it on some little note cards so I could, sort of refer to them. And yeah, I'm really happy with it. It's really simple and quick. And there's no wrong way to do it because as I did my research, it seems like the directions and the animals associated with the directions and even the properties are different on different websites and in different cultures. So, you may be following the Native American tradition, or maybe you're going to look at the Celtic tradition. Whatever calls to you, whatever resonates with you, is just perfect, like the right way to do it, just to create a little ritual. And then what I did was I was going to say I pulled them, but really they just jumped out at me, a couple of cards. I pulled them early because I want to create a container for this little ritual we're doing, so it will be on in point and intention, so it just won't go on and for hours and hours. I want to have a little template for this new moon ceremony. So, perfect. Of course, what happened was Journey by Moonlight jumped out. That was the first card for the new moon in Pisces. Isn't that great? Believe in magic. And this is a card from Denise Linn's Sacred Traveler Oracle, which I love to use. And it's got water, it's got fairies, it's got the elementals, it's got beautiful flowers, it's got a big moon. Of course, that's more reminiscent of the full moon, but it's the same flavor, this new moon, full moon energy. We're creating a ritual, and this is a perfect card for this, believing in magic and miracles. And the second card that jumped out almost at the same time was Uncovering Treasure. Beneath the surface lies great bounty. So, that not everything, and that's great for this new moon, right? Because it's dark, that as the moon gets closer and closer to the new moon, we're losing light. So sometimes people feel less hope, less light, less hopeful. And then, when it turns that corner, then we're going to start to gain the light. It's going to start waxing. So for these new moon ceremonies, I like to tap into what I want to release first. And especially since I'm doing it tonight, it's a little bit before that new moon. We're going to look at, maybe do a little burning, little pieces of paper with fire. We're going to burn what we want to let go of, old beliefs, old thoughts, extra weight, old thinking, 3D consciousness, whatever comes up for you. And then, the four elements, we're going to bring in the four elements. So we'll have a little fire, maybe a candle burning. For your outside, you can have a bigger fire, but we're going to probably have a candle burning. I'm going to bring in the water element. I have a beautiful, I meant to put it closer. I have a beautiful red chalice wine glass. I'm going to put some water in that. We're going to bring in the earth element. I think I'm going to bring in the earth with some black stones, snowflake, obsidian. I have green tree agate, I think it's called. And we have some plants around too, so we might bring the plants over for the earth element. And then, like I said, we're going to have water, fire's the candle, and air. We'll probably bring a feather or something. I don't actually have a feather with me this moment, but my little group of friends will probably have a feather. And so what we'll do, we'll probably start the ceremony maybe with a little meditation, connecting heart to heart. I picked out some beautiful Native American flute music that's only like 2 or 3 minutes long. So we'll breathe together, we'll connect heart to heart. I'll invoke the 4 elements and the wisdom keepers of the spirit animals and the elements of the different directions. We'll give thanks, we'll release what we need to release, and then we might play a little drumming or music. And I personally am traveling, so I don't have a drum with me. So recently I watched a video of making your own little drum with tape and something hard, fairly hard plastic. So I went to the dollar store. I got a little bucket. I'm actually going to decorate it different. And I saw from the video, if you cut out the bottom or the side, it'll sound better. So I'm still working on that. But just a little makeshift drum so I can drum along with my friends. And I also have my crystals. So you can use whatever you have. Sometimes where you live, you find beautiful rocks. I found a little stone. I've often found lots of great stones that look so gorgeous. And sometimes you wouldn't even know they weren't crystals that you bought. And any vessel to put the water in. We could have put the water in this little vessel. And a candle, for the fire element. You can, just with what you have, create a little ritual. And then at the end, we're going to do our new moon intentions. And I think I started some cards and I wrote, my new moon intentions are, and then at the end, we're just going to say, thank you, thank you, thank you. And so it is, or something like that. So, and then at the very end, we'll probably close out the ceremony giving thanks and sending all the elements and ancestors and whoever joined us back, or just releasing them from our ceremony. You can do it any way you want, and it can be as short or as long as you want. If no one were to come, I would do a little ceremony on my own. You don't have to have other people to do it. And I've also joined a ceremony over Zoom, so you can also do that. And I'm thinking, I don't know, maybe you'll comment under this video, that maybe in the future I'll offer some Zoom ceremonies, because I took Denise Lynn's Red Lotus Women's Mystery School course quite a couple years ago, and part of that course was creating ceremonies. So I have a lot of wisdom to share, and it's all coming together now. So I'm starting to put it out into the world. And, for now, a lot of this is free. So I just thought I'd come in because this is the energy of creativity. Today is 3/12/21, which is, it adds up to 333. 1 and 2 is 3, and 21 is 3, and tomorrow is the 13th, so that 3 energy, goddess energy, of course it equals 12, which is foundational for moving forward to stepping into our dreams. So I'm just doing this totally impromptu. I hope it was concise. I didn't want to ramble too much, but I just hope, what I was looking to was just to share and maybe inspire you to do something similar, because that's my passion. I just love, oracle cards and these beautiful ceremonies, working with the moon energy and creating. And because wherever you are, you can create the life of your dreams, starting with wherever you are. And you just start to speak it and to think it and to dream it into creation. So with that, I think I'll say lots of love. And ciao. Oh, I didn't get to show you. I was going to show you one other card before I say goodbye. I used the Sacred Mothers and Goddess deck by Claudia Olivos. And it's so funny. I was going to pull out some of the cards that, there's just a few cards that aren't goddesses or sacred mothers, but I didn't pull them out. And Priestess of the Triple Moon came forward for our new moon ceremony because I wanted to pull a few extra cards for this group that we're co-creating, but maybe I'm stepping into the leadership role a little bit. So I wanted to just be intentional and pull some cards before we met tonight. So with that, I'll say lots of love and happy new moon. New moon in Pisces. Ciao!